give you a positive note at the end of the season, or does it make you wonder about what happened beforehand?
No, I mean, I think we have a good sense of what's happened through and transpired through the course of the year, and the best part of the day is the fight, the commitment, the work that everybody put in. We know the quality that's in the team. We know the challenges that we face during the course of the season. And no matter what, when you go to a long break like this, it's always better to win than to have any other result. It doesn't make up for the season we had, but the effort and the execution on the day was very good against a good team. And so we'll take that for what it's worth on the day and move forward as we move into an off season where we have some time to really get ourselves prepared for a new season and take all the lessons we took from this year to prepare ourselves for next year.
Was it important to get Jason kind of one last run out at the end there, Jason?
Yeah, absolutely. It was, no matter where we were in the game, what the score, anything, it was Jason was coming on the field. As I said to him and the team, he is an even better person than he is a player, which is an amazing attribute for him because he had a hell of a career. But he's just a first-class guy in our team and always reliable, count on him, and brings people together. And that's why he's here. Is you can't have too many of those guys, and Jason was a big part of that.
Greg, how much, if at all, was their talk of denying Atlanta the 69-point record is trying to motivate you guys to give something extra the last day?
I wouldn't say it was a lot of talk. It was probably mentioned once or twice throughout the course of the week. Afterward, when you have the opportunity on a day to beat a team, to deny them a trophy, to deny them the point total we had the year before, for sure there's some motivation into that because you have pride as a player and you have pride as a team. And on the day, we wanted to finish the season, what has been a challenging season, on a positive note. And again, I think the commitment, the work rate, the group really fought together today and executed and probably had some more chances out there potentially, and just a good day, good performance.
What was your thought with Morrow on the wing?
Yeah, Justin, last year he was so dangerous in terms of getting behind teams and threatening the space behind, and we don't have a lot of our guys on our team who do that the way Justin does. And so, I knew today we were going to play a little bit on the transition, and in order to be able to play on the transition, you got to have some speed that can get out in transition. I knew to defend them, I think you have to be able to cover the width really well, and we used Justin as a winger both defensively to help us get some pressure on the ball higher, stop their forward progress as much as we could, make them as much of a lateral team as we could because they built so much speed into their attacks. We wanted to try to slow them down, so we added wide midfielders today, width to our defensive posture instead of having a diamond or a 3-5-2 where sometimes with the quality of their wingers, our wing backs, if you will, get pinned back and it's hard to sometimes get pressure higher. So we extended our width and again with Justin's aggressiveness to get behind the back line, to break out in transitions from a higher position instead of defensive position, his work rate defensively, all those things became a big factor. But I think, again, when Justin was able to start in a higher position today, we saw him be more dangerous on the attacking side, get behind the team a little bit more. His starting positions were higher than they are when he's a defender, and we wanted to try to take advantage of that today.
Satisfying is it for you to deny Atlanta not only the points record but also the Supporters' Shield?
Yeah, I mean, in a season that's been challenging, you look for small things, big things, whatever you want to call this, to be proud of. It's the last day of the year, and the other team had, in a lot of ways, a lot more to play for on the day than us, and we showed some character and came out and outplayed them on a day where they had everything to play for. And for me, I'm proud of the guys again to finish in this note, and we'll take it. I mean, it's not to say in the season we did accomplish some things. We won the Canadian Championship, and we were one play away from winning the CONCACAF Champions League. We just never got it going in the MLS season, and to finish on some positive note despite everything that's gone on is at least it takes something from it anyway.
After the season you've had, do you have somewhere in the training ground a whiteboard with
Yeah.
10, 15 things that have to be done differently next year?
Yes, it's called my office, but yeah, it's there are a variety of whiteboards that we have depending on which department you go in that have a list of things that are important things for us looking forward, and those are all things that will get implemented over the course of this off season, and things that we will work towards. I've said this many times, that will happen from even before the season starts to try to set ourselves up from the beginning with the best chance to be successful, even how we look at every aspect of what we've done this year. But what we know is the first most important thing is to stay healthy, because if we can stay healthy, we have a very good team. Even today, with 4 guys out who you could very much argue as starters or key players, we took on an Atlanta team who was missing Almiron and outplayed them. So we've got a lot of quality in the roster. We continue to try to get better, but key is prepare ourselves to be able to stay healthy and to be durable throughout the course of the year.
Moving forward, you are the defending Canadian champions, and you are going to be moving on to CONCACAF again.
Yeah.
How do you set in mind in the team to regroup and go forward there?
Yeah, I think our team needs a break mentally, physically. This year has been frustrating for everybody. I think they need to clear their minds a little bit. This group is, I have it listed here, raised 7 trophies over the course of the last 3 years, if you include the Eastern Conference Championships. Haven't lost in regulation in a 2-legged series in 3 years. Have accomplished a lot of things, and given the fact now that we couldn't get it turned around and we have some time off, we need to clear our heads, clear our minds, take what we can out of this season, and I have no doubt that the group that is with us will come back very motivated to try to enter the season, Champions League and regular season, everything with a fresh mindset in it, and be prepared to go after it. I don't think that will be a concern. I think, again, the key is that we go about the right way to prepare ourselves for each of the events. I mean, what caught us this year is, in a lot of ways, is how challenging the CONCACAF Champions League was, and the challenges we put in front of the guys, even in preseason, to try to prepare them. And by the time we got through CONCACAF, we had taken a huge hit physically and in some ways emotionally, and we'll prepare slightly differently for that, for sure.
When do you regroup as a team? I mean, you are going to take a couple of weeks off, but when do you regroup back again, and how soon do you want training to start?
Yeah, the guys will get a week right now to, again, clear their minds, get away from things. They'll come back after a week of break. We'll spend a couple weeks just getting things lined up for guys in the off season, maybe do some things out in the field, but really so that everybody knows what they need to do and their expectations in the off season, how their programs, everything, so that when they arrive back in January, that guys will have done everything that they can to be as prepared as they possibly can. And I think guys have learned also that they need to arrive back in a certain form in order to be ready to play in a competition like CONCACAF 4 weeks into preseason. So I think everybody on their side of things will have learned a lot this year as well, just in terms of their preparation and how important the off-season is and how important it is to arrive with a great level of baseline fitness. But then we'll be back together in January, but we still have a few things to close up for this year, and that includes probably being on the field for a little bit just to work through some things. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.